Hey guys! So today is supposed to be a 24-hour drawing challenge, and I was ready to push myself to my limits and test my endurance, but my body decided to remind me that I am, in fact, a human being. I got sick pretty bad last week. I had cough, mild fever, headache, body aches. I was not sure what it was. I think it was COVID, and I'm still recovering. You can probably tell from my voice. So today, instead of doing the 24-hour challenge, I am doing something that I feel that is honestly way harder, and that is taking it easy. Step one of the operation: don't feel like death. So let's make a tea. All right, we're back. That's hot. That's hot. So originally, this is supposed to be a 24-hour challenge, and I was ready to stay up all night, like how I used to back in the Navy. And if anything, I probably stayed up way longer than 24 hours when I was in the Navy. I think the longest that I stayed up for was 48 hours. Here's the thing. Taking a break feels so freaking weird to me. It's like my brain keeps saying that you don't deserve this because you haven't put the time and the effort to work hard and exhaust yourself. And I know it's the hustle culture nonsense, but am I the only one that feels this way? Why do I feel so guilty for taking a rest and a break when most especially I really need to? Instead of making myself worse and pushing through, I'm going to compromise, and I'm gonna try something new and manageable at the same time. I've always wanted to do oil painting, but I've always been so scared to do it. Never had the courage to do it before because it intimidates me. But I finally got these Gamblin paint, and I'm gonna give them a try today. Feeling guilty for taking a rest, even when you need to, can stem from several factors. It could be societal expectation, it could be personal belief, or sometimes even childhood traumas. Many cultures, like hustle culture, place a lot of value on productivity, achievements, and constant actions. I was raised in this culture where taking a rest is considered lazy and unproductive, even though it's essential for my overall well-being and my productivity in the long term. It doesn't help too that in today's society where everything is so fast-paced, it feels like taking a rest is like almost taking a risk of missing out opportunities or falling behind. I just feel like I always have to be on the grind. Hi guys, good morning. It's Editing Patricia here. It's the next day. I made a mistake and I attempted to film this entire video in one day. I didn't account for the fact that I'm still learning how to film myself, and I really don't know how to oil paint. I was running out of daylight, so I was rushing through this entire process. I'm not really happy with this painting at all. I was ready to put on the same clothes that I wear yesterday, but it just doesn't feel right to do that. I promise to be authentic and to show you guys the process of what it's like chasing after your dreams. It is not easy. Sometimes it's gonna work. Sometimes it's a learning opportunity. So today we're gonna try to give this another attempt and take my time this time and take it slow. I hope this encourages people to be more themselves because it's human to make mistakes and to have flaws.
I'm always trying my best. 내게 원하던 대로. But the world just won't let me alone. 이제 나를 알아보겠어. No one can truly see inside. 너 말해 I understand you. 살며시 숨을 보내도 지나온 날이 무색하게. Someday I see the light. 잠시 눈을 감고 기다리며 And then everything will be alright.
Another reason why I feel so guilty for taking a rest is because of perfectionism. Growing up, my father didn't expect anything less than perfect from us, and this created a unrealistic high expectation of perfection for myself. I remember when I was in high school and I would come home with my report card, and if I have a B or A minuses in any of my classes, good luck, my allowance is going to be taken away from me. I understand that having a high standard for ourselves is actually a good thing, but when it becomes unfair is when it becomes our identity, and it shouldn't be that way because we are human and flaws is part of what makes us unique. Naturally, this made my self-worth and value tied to my accomplishment and productivity. I remember seeing this when I lived in Japan for 3 years, and it was so unhealthy for a lot of Japanese people. They would overwork themselves so much to the bone that a lot of younger people and younger generation are actually choosing not to have any romantic partners or having kids at all or families. Hence the reason why Japanese is struggling with population growth right now. When our worth is tied to our accomplishment and how successful our career is, I don't think that's living life at all, and it's so unfair. Taking a break makes me feel like I'm not living up to my expectation that I have set up for myself. Now, I'm not trying to talk bad about my parents. That's not the point at all. I know they did the best that they could with what they know at the time. I just want to share my story because I want to be vulnerable, and I know that someone out there feels the same way that I do. Because there's no way I can be the only one. There is no way I can be the only one. I recognize now that I am an adult and I need to take myself accountable. I know that I have a choice to do better and be better. That is one of the reasons why I'm constantly working on my personal growth. So this is the final product. I think it looks definitely way better than how I did yesterday. Yesterday, I took 2 hours creating that artwork, and like I said, I felt like I was rushing, but this time I definitely took my time. I believe this took me about 5 to 6 hours, and you can definitely tell that I have a better understanding of the colors and the values. So I had so much more fun creating this artwork. I hope you guys like it. I'm constantly working on being kinder to myself and unlearning a lot of beliefs that no longer benefits me. I have to remind myself that rest is not a reward. It's not something that I earn after pushing myself to exhaustion. If my body tells me to slow down, I need to listen. I don't have to deserve a break. I just need one. A couple of things that I've been doing to shift my mindset and unlearn this belief about myself is recognizing that rest is essential, that it could be a good thing too. Rest can be productive in the long term, because what happens is taking a break and giving my body to actually relax is essential so my brain and my body can be even more focused and more creative when I bounce back and I can go back to doing the things that I love doing. I almost have to think that rest is an investment for my future, right? I need to take care of myself now so I can be my best for later. Lastly, I need to acknowledge that I need to live a well-balanced life. Constant productivity is not sustainable at all. If I acknowledge this, I will feel less guilty when I actually need to take my rest and breaks. So if you need to hear this today, take that nap, make that tea, take the break. Don't feel guilty for taking that rest. Practice self-compassion and please be kind to yourself. Your work is going to be there tomorrow, but your well-being and you need to come first. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I think I'm probably going to take another nap because I'm almost better, but I still have maybe 20%, so I'm fully healed. If you like this video, please subscribe. Comment down below what you guys do to relax and unwind and take a break and kind of unplug and focus on yourself. I'd love to hear from you guys. Anyway, that's it. See you guys later.
Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore.